Hi everyone, Linda Heldman here for Canadian Beats. I have with me on the phone Jacqueline Auguste from the band Across the Board. Welcome, Jacqueline.
Hi, how are you doing, Linda?
I'm very good. Do you prefer Jacqueline or Jackie?
Jackie's fine. Thanks for
Jackie's
having me
good.
on your show.
Awesome, awesome. I first heard about Across the Board back in December when I was doing an interview with Marlon Chaplin.
Yeah, Lee's Palace. That's where
Yes,
we met. Hmm.
yes, yeah. That was a good night. But unfortunately, I had to
Across
leave
the
earlier.
Palace.
I had to leave before you guys got on stage, so
I know, because you live in Sudbury.
I do. I do. The wilds of northern Ontario.
And that was an ice storm. That was a crazy night. We had Marlon, who is a good friend of ours and who has played a couple of shows with us this past few months. We live in Toronto, so for us it's quite easy to get to somewhere like Lee's Palace, but coming from Sudbury in the ice storm and back, that must have been difficult.
Yeah, I do. Well, when I go to Toronto, I do stay over, but still, I try and get as far north as I can. So,
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah,
so
that's a nice place. I love that venue. The sound is great. People are awesome, and yeah, they make a mean daiquiri.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So you're a daiquiri girl.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, well, let's talk a bit about the band.
Sure.
Your bio starts off with Across the Board is a Canadian indie pop rock band of multi-instrumentalist musicians who seamlessly combine creative talents to push their pop rock sound to the edge of the rock and roll envelope. I love that.
Yes, we do. So where that stems from is it's not really having a set genre. This is what happens, I think, when bands cross a few genres. We end up labeling ourselves with a new label. And for us, we're a rock band. Um, but because we have a YouTube channel where we've laid down over 130 videos of various different genres, we find our groove kind of in between genres. So a lot of the band members are multi-instrumentalists. Me, I started out as a drummer actually, and I play guitar and piano and some of the stringy instruments like cello and violin too. Most of the guys in the band play multiple instruments. Our drummer, Paul Manoa, is an amazing percussionist, but he also plays a kicking bass. And he plays keys. So then we have, Damien Asaff, who's the newest member of the band, and he plays an awesome bass as well, and an amazing lead guitar and rhythm guitar. Andy's the drummer. He's our bass player. He's probably the guy who plays the least amount of bass. He's stuck on bass. Everybody else, plays everything else. So
Yeah.
that's our band. We shuffle around a lot, as you can see if you check out our YouTube channel, ATB Music Canada, which is our username. We have, playing different roles. All of us sing except for Andy, and everybody plays everything. And so that's basically where the multi-instrumentalist part of that came from. And I think just playing for so many videos together over the last couple of years and covering so many songs to the point where we can quickly create a music video, in a day that we can put up on YouTube has allowed the band to really come together quite tightly as a musical entity, as musicians.
I'm reading your individual bios. I'm amazed at how much of the woodwind instruments that a few of you play. And I mean, you yourself, I mean, you're playing oboe, flute, saxophone. That's
Yeah, that's band. That was my band. I was a band camp kid. I
mm-hmm.
mean, I was a figure skater my whole life too, but then I had this sort of alter ego as a band brat. So, starting at about grade 5, I think I picked up the oboe, which was like the worst instrument to start with.
I know.
It's horrible, but it really, really tunes your ear. And if you can become good at the oboe, basically you become good at about every other instrument, particularly woodwinds, because you know when you're in tune or not.
Exactly.
And that's based on everybody staring at you and squirming or grimacing.
Well, for people who don't know, as far as the woodwinds go, like you have your clarinet, your saxophone, That is a one-reed instrument. The
Yeah,
oboe is a two-reed instrument.
it is. There's two reed instruments, and there's a heck of a lot of play in your embouchure, which is the way your mouth forms around the reed. So
Mm-hmm.
that's even just putting your fingers on the instrument, like for a clarinet or a saxophone, and blowing through it, which would give you a tuned note as long as you were in tune with your instrument. The oboe, you probably can stretch that to 4 or 5 So you have to really know what you're doing. It's kind of like violin and not having frets on a violin, right?
Right.
When you have frets on a guitar, you're stuck as long as you put your finger in the right place and your guitar is in tune. You're going to play the note. Not so on a violin, not so on a cello, not so on an oboe. So you get practice done on pitch, which helps actually with vocals too.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm a band brat too. I when I was in school, I tried the oboe and I just couldn't get it to work right. So I ended up doing sax and clarinet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I sort of was jealous of my fellow bandmates. I wanted to pick up the flute. I don't know. So I did that. And then I thought, oh, I want to pick up the sax. And I played in the stage band. And then I looked at the back of the room and there's a really cute guy on drums. I'm like, I want to go be a drummer. And, and then there was a really cute guy on guitar. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go play guitar now. So, it's sort of a social thing too.
Right,
And
right.
so I've always played in bands. Actually, I still play in a community band as a drummer, but I don't tell anybody.
Ah.
But I do. And I came up through a couple community bands here in Toronto kind of on the side, which is always fun for me to play classic music as I was classically trained.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it. It's fun.
Cool. Cool. I love it. I love it. All right, we're getting kind of off topic here. We're talking about you, but yeah, let's try and get back a little bit more about across the board. Now, you had a pretty busy 2016. Would you like to share some of the highlights?
We did. 2016 was a turning point for us. We sort of went from YouTube band to a real live gigging band in person.
Mm-hmm.
Had quite a good international following from all over the world looking at our YouTube stuff. And we'd been writing originals, but hadn't really done much with them. We were practicing them, but we had this YouTube schedule that was really cutting into our original creativity. So even though we would do mashups and we would change covers so that they were our own, we really wanted to sort of show people our own music, like who is across the board. Yeah, you guys did the Strumbellas and you did, David Bowie and you did the Beatles and all these things, but who are you guys? So we took some of the songs. We had written about 20, to be honest. We took some of these songs, picked out the best ones that we thought gelled together as an album, and we created Jane on Fire, which we released in June. And we've played a couple of gigs for Friends to Harmony, which is anti-bullying awareness group here in Toronto, based out of Milton. So we've been playing gigs, and of course we play together all the time, but in the studio, for YouTube. So It was quite a transition to get out of the studio and onto stage. And it's just been amazing. We've had such great turnout for our shows, except for the ice storm at college. We've been selling out little places like Cameron House and the Horseshoe and the Opera House. I mean, I've always wanted to play the Opera House, and bam, we did that within the first couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been quite exciting. So that was a major milestone in terms of just switching our focus, finally showing people our own music and releasing our debut album, Jane on Fire. Then we won a music award in August with an outfit called Academia.
Mm-hmm.
This is a super cool outfit. Alicia Keys won an award for her Girl on Fire award a couple of years prior to that. So we were in good company, so to say.
Yeah.
So we're actually going down to LA to pick that up during Canadian Music Week, right in the middle of Canadian Music Week in April. So we're super excited about that because it's the first time the band's going to take a trip, beyond Beaverton or Waterloo. So, we're really excited to do that. And then we're going to come back and book Canadian Music Week. So we're going to be that same week, April 22nd on the Saturday. So 2016 was an amazing time. We also got involved in a project called Indie Gal, which is a female artist collective,
Mm-hmm.
and made a Christmas album with a whole bunch of people who you would probably know from Toronto, including Brooks and Doran and Jessica Speciale, Emily Coots from Emmy Rouge, and the guys from Jane's Party,
Mm-hmm.
Zach and Tom were part of it. Ilya Z from Marlon's band was part of it, and Marty Heller, our former keys player. And we just created this big Christmas album for charity. So that was
Wow.
a huge milestone to actually learn how to do crowdfunding
Mm-hmm.
and get it out. That was our first album, really. Even though it wasn't the band, it was all the members of the band involved in it.
Wow.
We launched our own album. It was kind of like training wheels, you know. We
Mm-hmm.
got to
Mm-hmm.
practice. So yeah, it was a lovely year, 2016. Definitely memorable.
That is good. That is good. And the award that you have to go pick up in LA, that is
Yeah,
fantastic. That's
yeah.
fantastic.
The award is for our song "Indifference" on the album, and we won the best pop rock / Americana song. They actually gave us 2 awards, and they squished them into one, which is pretty cool. But got the award in the mail. I was like, "What is pop rock / Americana?" I guess that's us.
There you go. Want to stick a label on across the board? There it is.
Oh my gosh! One more indie pop rock / Americana now.
That's great. That's great. Well, I was going to ask what's in store for 2017, but you did give us a little bit of of what's coming with the
Yeah.
award, with Canadian Music Week, and
Yeah.
I know there are a few of us that will be at Canadian Music Week doing some coverage. I don't know if I'll be there as yet, but we're still working on that. So hopefully we'll get to see you then. You also have a date coming up in February.
We've got some really cool stuff coming up. Like actually this Saturday, I don't know when you're going to be airing this, but this Saturday we're at the Hard Rock for a benefit concert for multiple sclerosis. Looks like about 300 people are going to go and pack that place, so that'll
Wow,
be amazing.
that's good.
And then after that, we've got a couple of really cool things coming up. We have on February the 10th, we're at the Revival
Mm-hmm.
for a competition put in by Kickstand, and the prize is a $6,000 music video. So we're really working hard for that.
Oh, wow. Yes.
We love it. Also, we've got a new single coming out that same night, and we've got 2 other singles coming out planned over the next few months. The second one will come out during Canadian Music Week, and then a third one will come out sometime in the spring, leading up to our second album, which is already well along the way.
Wow, that sounds really great. That sounds exciting for this year. Absolutely.
And it's a lot of work, and it's a bit daunting, but we're super excited. We're also hoping to book some festivals in the summer and take this show on the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you make a trip up to Sudbury if we can get you here.
We just tell us the date, and as long as there's not an ice storm, we'll pack our Partridge Family bus and off we go.
Actually, a good venue up this way is North Bay Summer in the Park.
Amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, look into that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah. I'll send Catherine some information on that and see if we can get you guys in there. That's one that I like to cover. So, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they have a country night, they have a pop night, and then a rock day as well. So they mix it up. And it's pretty good.
That's great. We're actually going to add a little country cover to our original set for our next show. We're going to be covering the new Lady Gaga song, "A Million Reasons," which is actually a country song. When I heard it, I was like, Lady Gaga doing country? And then I fell in love with it immediately. And we don't usually play covers during our original set, but we decided that we would make an exception for this amazing song. So we do like to do, on the country side. Maybe you can add black alt country to our list.
Well, when you start talking country, you're talking the genre I know best right now. So.
People like this song. I'll send you a recording if you can't come.
Okay, alrighty. Well, we do need to wrap up, but I wish you guys all the best, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in the next few months and talking with you more and hearing new singles and all that great stuff.
Thanks so much. Canadian Beast for the opportunity too and the coverage.
Well, you're very welcome. Very welcome. So, we have been speaking with Jacqueline, or Jackie, Auguste, from across the board, and I am Linda Heldman for Canadian Beans. Thanks for listening, everybody.